Well, hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your forecast from the Gasmic Tarot. This is a general reading, love, money, career, for the period beginning 22nd of February. Because it is a general reading, it may not resonate with all of you. So you might want to take a look at the forecast for your moon sign or your rising sign as well. If it does resonate, if you want me to resonate with your energy, if you want to claim the reading, throw a comment below. Thank you again for liking and subscribing so YouTube can find my new channel. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay. For those of you, if this is the first time you're visiting the channel, this is a spirit-driven reading. I have an army of spirits in my space. And there's energy is everywhere. So there's probably going to be some kind of homework for you. Okay. But, additionally, interestingly enough, I'm getting some of your guides, some of your past loved ones. For those who are guided to the video, they laugh, they scream, they cry, they show me things that I cannot unsee. Actually, one of them turned my TV on in a Leo reading in December. That was really weird. Anyway, all right, so spirits, what do we have for our lovely Caps for the period beginning 22nd February? What do we got? All right, we've got the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, got the Nine of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Star, and we have the Ten of Coins. Let's start with those and I'll pull a couple more cards. All right, so you're starting off the period, or recently you've been dealing with a situation where somebody's not playing fairly. They're not being honest. There's some tension and stress. This could be related to work, or it could be related to one of your relationships in your life. Okay, and I'm seeing a sudden ending. So this could be a loss of a position you recently. It's not like an act of God or anything, but it's more about a closure, an ending, you know. Now, the natural outcome of that will lead to inevitable change. So endings clear things up for people, and it clears the way for new possibilities. All right, this is a finality, you know, an ability to release you from frustration and from stress. Now, this is that 3 a.m. wake up, where you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're filled with worry, angst, anxiety. So this recent end has caused you a lot of unpleasantness, okay, anxiety. And Spirit is just asking you to look at it, look at the situation differently. So your homework is, and I keep going back to that dollar store notepad. Go get yourself a notepad. Write down the situation. Write down how you feel about the situation. Okay? Put all that negative emotion, that worry, that fear, that anxiety. Where am I going to get to my next, how am I going to pay my rent? Will I ever find love again? Financial instability. If you approach it a little differently, is what Spirit is asking. Because Spirit, when we don't go with the flow, Spirit is going to drag us there, kicking and screaming, back to where we need to be, back on our path. And so possibility exists that maybe this job was not the right job for you. Maybe this person was not the right person for you, not for your highest good. So there's a good possibility that this ending is really a blessing. So, all right, so Spirit's asking me, tell them the story about this place. So I had this job, and I was getting paid. I hated it. I just couldn't stand it. And getting up and going and working every day for this company I was miserable. But the money was good. It was the beginning of COVID, and what I did was I started to take action. I started to put my resume out there. I did the little resume tricks, that I heard about, which is to put your, update your profile every day. And I started to take positive action. I looked at my resume, I revamped it, I updated my profile every morning. I was getting calls for different things. Now, I got laid off. And I got laid off before I had found another job. But instead of being upset about it, I just thought to myself, well, you guys just did me a favor. So it was my mentality about the loss of the job that really helped me move forward. I was in a good headspace. I was in a good vibration. And I ended up getting a call the next morning, and it was a call about a position. And I was immediately interviewed, and I ended up getting the position. So when things don't go the way that I believe they should go, because we all like to control our situations, of course, I just throw it up to the proverbial them, I call them the guys. Say, hey guys, I'm sure something amazing will come of this, more amazing than I could possibly imagine. So that's the kind of attitude, vibration, perception that Spirit is asking you to have in this situation. And if you can do that, you'll have this practical support to move forward. People will come out of the woodworks to support you. You'll have the wisdom. You'll have good financial management if you have to juggle money. You have inspiration and guidance coming. So with the star, and that's about feeling inspired. Okay, so maybe if you had lost your position, maybe you decide, well, I have this time now. Maybe I'll do a little gardening. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do that, or maybe do a couple of DIY craft projects with items from the dollar store. No, I do not work for the dollar store. I'm just in there a lot. If you've lost a relationship, you've broken up from a toxic relationship, the star shows you that you do deserve and are destined to be with somebody who is your soulmate. Okay? Your relationships in your life become a little more harmonious. And the star brings money, luck. The work you're doing, moving from that Earth A to that Earth B vibration, Earth A being fear, anger, worry, and 100 other negative emotions, to Earth B, which is peace, love, joy, appreciation, charity. Okay? What courage is? I'm afraid and I do it anyway. Hope is still fear. Okay? It's just packaged in a little bit more positive light. Okay? But you need to get to peace, love, joy. Okay? And by writing things out, especially things that upset you, you can release the negative and make room for the positive. And we do have positive outcomes here. We've got this 10 of coins. And the 10 of coins is about wealth. It's about inheritance. It's about investments maturing, expansion in the home and a property. Okay? It could be about a new love relationship that's being called in. Some of you may be attending or be having a wedding. So you've got some really good things here towards the end of this period. What else do we have? We have the 3 of Cups, and that's about celebration. It's time to celebrate. Celebrate yourself. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Celebrate yourself. You are beautiful. spiritual being, having a human experience. Don't forget that. It's very important. And if you can celebrate yourself and be happy in your skin and find the joy in your day, the world will open to you. Okay? All right, so let's see what we have as far as the card from the Ascended Master deck. We have Moses, and Moses is saying, take charge of the situation. You have the power, Cap. You have the power to take charge here. Okay, somebody's spirit's saying, so get up off your keister and do it. That is your buttocks for those of you who are coming in from another country. It's time to get up, take charge of the situation, and only allow and accept what you truly deserve as a loving spiritual being. All right, kids, that's all I've got. Thanks again for liking and subscribing. We'll see you next time. Take care.